Okay, the microphone's on for everyone at home, and we also have hand mics here for everyone here. So,
Yeah.
hello. All right, and we are going to go ahead and switch over to this. And hello out there at the different breweries. Welcome to Trivia. My name is Mike, and this is Jesse, and tonight we are Dolph Hoyt Presents. So, welcome to the game. We have a lot of fun planned here for tonight. It is going to be a more or less Halloween-themed game, so hopefully you actually want to play some Halloween trivia. How are you doing, Jesse?
Doing really good. I also really love the code. If you haven't gotten a chance to look at it already, it says Breweries.
Yep. So it says Breweries. Yep. So it's got. Yep. So we have a full house here in Great North tonight. So we're that's right. You can actually hear them. Yeah. So we're also like in the middle of also trying to like make things work across multiple platforms at once. So something's going to crash, I'm sure.
Do you like Halloween?
Oh, Halloween's the best. Yeah. So here we go. And great. And I just ruined it on the other thing. So.
What's your go-to costume while you're trying to get this working?
Well, my go-to costume is the. Unfortunately, I can't do small talk while I'm trying to fix it. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and transition back over to this cool slide here for a second, and we're going to fix it. We'll be right back.
be Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 7.
And so we just found out that we have now the microphone on, so tonight's going very well for everyone. So,
all right.
yeah, so good stuff there. So
that is all right. Well, now that you know,
that we're going to go back one more time.
We can go back.
Go here. Hello, everyone, once again. Go here. Log in to crowd.live and with the code of Breweries. It's BOORERIES.
It's the ghost.
Yeah, it's the ghost.
Feel bad.
It's ghosts.
They're interfering with all the electronics.
This is no longer an adult ghost toy. So, all right. So going to the QR code. So again, tonight we have our friends playing here, and our tasting room hours from the barrel, located at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 16 in Derry. Open on Thursday and Friday from 4 to 8, and Saturdays from 2 to 8. Sundays from 1 to 6. And then our friends down in Derry also here.
Yep, we got a Daydreaming Brewery Company. Their tap room hours are going to be Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 7, and then Saturday, 1 to 7 at 1.5 East Broadway. Again, it's also in Derry, New Hampshire.
That's right.
Some of our other friends we got coming along here.
Yep.
So, take this one?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah. So Rockingham, also down in Derry, also at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 1. You'll notice them first before you get to the other place, unless you come through the woods, and then that's a very scary experience there for everyone. They are open Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8, Saturdays from 2 to 8, and Sundays from 1 to 6. Very good stuff there. And here's someone who looks familiar. So
hey, if you can see my shirt, awesome. So Great North Ale Works, which is where we're broadcasting from right now. Our hours here are going to be Thursday and Friday from 3 to 7. Saturday is from 1 to 7, and then Sundays 1 to 5. And we're at 1050 Holt Avenue, number 14, although the number doesn't really matter, but the signs do. So pay attention to those, go past the ambulance, and you'll know exactly where we are.
That's right. Keep on going past all the bingo people and all the people who have backed in and need life support. So, all right. And then up next, we have our friends in Milford at Ogie Brewing. They are located at 12 South Street in Milford, right off the Oval. Their hours are Thursday and Friday from 2 to 10, Saturdays from 12 to 10, and Sundays from 1 to 7. So good stuff there. It's a very, very fun place and definitely worth your while. So, all right. So again, tonight, if you have not logged in through all of the debacle and travesty here, you're going to want to go to crowd.live and enter in the code Breweries. That's BOOERIES. If not, you can go ahead and scan that QR code if you don't like typing or you don't like words. Make it as easy as possible for you to get into this game, outside of how long it took for us to start this game. All right.
We intentionally gave them more time. That's what they don't know.
That's what it is. Exactly. Yeah, we took away the code. We just made it a lot easier. Yeah. All right, so the rules for tonight, if you have not played before, and for those of you who are here in Great North, this is the part where you want to listen. So there are 20 questions. Some of the questions will be multiple choice, some of them will be short answer, and some will be putting them in an order. You will have 30 seconds to answer these questions. The faster you answer, the more points you will score, maximum of 150 points. So when that question pops up and you see the question and you know the answer is Meryl Streep, you're going to want to go ahead and start bashing that Meryl Streep answer there. So when we start the timer, you'll get as many points as possible. Just be aware that those answers may shift and everything. So with that, we also have some fun social folks here. So if you're here in Great North and you saw how much of a tragedy the start off was, you can go ahead and I'm just, it's not that near as bad as I'm making it out to be, but you can go ahead and take a photo and post it to the socials. At Facebook, you can tag us at Dolph Hoyt Presents, or at Daydreaming BC, or at From the Barrel Brewery, or at Great North Ale, or at Rockingham Brewing, or at Ogie Brewing. And then, Jess, you want to take the Instagrams there?
Absolutely. All right, so Instagram's going to be at Daydreaming BC, at Drink FTV, at Great North Ale, at Ogie Brewing, and at Rockingham Brewing for the Instagram side of things. Exactly like Facebook, but not quite.
That's right. And so you'll also notice, as always, Dolph Hoyt is not on here. That's because we do not believe in Instagram. I was very thrown when all of a sudden I saw a Dolph Hoyt Presents Battle of the Breweries thing show up in Instagram today. And it ends up as From the Barrel, who's on Instagram. So you should totally follow them and see all of the hilarious things that we're doing there through them. So that's what I got there. All right, so with that, one more time, if you have not gone to crowd.live, do so now and enter in the code Breweries. That's BOOERIES. Way better than last year when I think I had some other worse name. So, or you can scan the QR code.
I really want to know what this worst name is.
I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty awful. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to our trivia game here. So last chance to log in. Well, no, you'll have plenty of chances because the code will be good for the entire game. All right, and so with that up there, we are ready to start. Jesse, are you good to go?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go ahead and hit this button. You want to take the first question just to start us off?
Sure, let's do it.
Great.
All right.
So here we go, and here we go, and here we go.
All right, so question 1 is, what popular 1980s rock band sued singer Ray Parker Jr. for copyright infringement over his Ghostbusters theme song? Was that A, The Cars, B, Huey Lewis and the News, C, Dire Straits, and D, REO Speedwagon? Again,
right.
What is the popular 1980s rock band sued singer Ray Parker Jr. for the awesome theme song of Ghostbusters? I mean, that I didn't even know that he got sued for that, mostly because I was too busy jamming out to it.
Yeah, I mean, you were too busy dancing like these guys here. I mean,
Absolutely.
Why would you not want to do that? So so now the questions are going to a lot more smoother here. So, but yeah. So what popular 1980s rock band sued singer Ray Parker Jr. for for copyright infringement over his Ghostbusters theme song? Let's take a look at how folks felt that they did. Well, up front, it seems like a substantial number of people felt it was Huey Lewis and the News.
All right.
Fun fact, I saw them at Six Flags over St. Louis. That was a show to remember.
That's quite the location.
Yeah.
Quite the venue.
Yeah. I mean, people travel the world to go to Six Flags over St. Louis. And to see Huey Lewis there, just beautiful.
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. All right. Well, in fact, the answer, unfortunately, for those Cars fans was Huey Lewis and the News. So,
all right.
Well done to the 87% of you.
Now, do you know if they won? Did they win the lawsuit?
I don't. Let's find out on the facts. The case was actually settled out of court in 1985 for an undisclosed sum.
So it's like they didn't quite win.
Yeah, not quite. Yeah. And it was infringement, claiming they plagiarized the chord progression from the song "I Want a New Drug." So,
all right.
Which, I mean, busted makes me feel good, so why would you not? So, all right, let's go ahead and go into question number 2. All right, question number 2. What UK country has an official government contingency plan should they ever capture the Loch Ness Monster? Is it A, Northern Ireland, B, Wales, C, Scotland, or D, England? And no, unfortunately, Australia is not available as a right-in answer. So this is serious stuff here. I mean, like, you need to make sure you have plans for everything.
What would you do if you came across a Loch Ness Monster?
I would probably scream real loud and then ask it for $350. So. All right. So, what UK country has an official government contingency plan should they ever capture the Loch Ness Monster? See here. Well, a substantial number of you feel it was Scotland, and a very surprising 4 of you felt it was Wales. I mean, no.
You never know, but I mean you should, because it was probably definitely Scotland.
And as I'm being harassing here, yes, Wales is closer to Australia than Scotland, so it's good an answer as any. So, but the answer is in fact C, Scotland. So there you go. All right, so here we go. Question number 3. Jesse, here you go.
Alrighty, so what is the name of the town where the Lost Boys takes place? Is it A, I'm going to mispronounce half of these, I feel, Santa Clarita, B, Santa Clara, C, Santa Cruz, and D, Santa Carla? A lot of Santas, none of them Claus.
How fast do you think you can say all 4 of those in a row?
I don't even want to attempt it, otherwise we should start doing a tongue twister counter.
Right, I'm going to try it real quick. Santa Clarita, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, Santa Carla. Oh, man, that was
Santa Clarita, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
You should have had Santa Claus.
I know.
Right?
I mean, Santa Claus, Indiana. Come on. Home of Christmas Town. So, good.
All right. So, what is the name of the town where the Lost Boys takes place? Let's see what a lot of people were thinking. So, pretty good divide. A lot of tosses between Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, and Santa Carla. A couple people there for Santa Clarita, and it was in fact.
Yeah, we do not apparently have near as many fans of the sexy sax man here as I thought.
It was definitely D, Santa Carla.
That's right. So though the film is set in the fictional town of Santa Carla, it was primarily filmed in Santa Cruz, California, which was once dubbed, fun fact, the murder capital of the world. So, well done.
Very fitting for Halloween.
Well done, yeah, very good. So well done. So all right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go to question number 4. Question 4: What pioneering rap group released the Halloween? What the hell is that word? Halloween tinged "The Freaks Come Out at Night" in 1984. Was it A, Run DMC, B, Houdini, C, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, or D, Africa Bombasta and the Soul Sonic Force? Now, if Matt was here, he would be like, he wouldn't even have to like read the answers to this question. He would just know, and that's just how in tune he is with 1984 pioneering rap groups. So,
I honestly love that there's this amazing list of rap groups that you get to read off, and I honestly think that the last two, that would be very fun to see how fast you could say those ones, especially Africa Mbata and the Soul Sonic Force. That is quite a mouthful.
It's quite the mouthful. But you know what? Like they can free flow those raps like no other. So who am I to try to upstage them? So all right. So what pioneering rap group released the Halloween tinged "The Freaks Come Out at Night" in 1984? Underwhelming majority of you felt that it was Houdini, as well as then maybe Run DMC, when in fact the answer was in fact Houdini. So well done. So there you go there. So Houdini was the first ever rap group to make a music video for their 1981 hit Magic's Wand. I'm not sure which magic that is and what wand that is. So
we'll have to find out.
That's right. Adult Ghost Store, everyone. So. All right, moving right along. Question number 5.
Makes you feel good. All right, so what supermodel has been dubbed the Queen of Halloween for her extravagant costumes and exclusive annual parties? Is it A, Tyra Banks, B, Giselle Bundchen? I'm probably butchering that. Yep. C, Heidi Klum, and D, Christy Turlington. Again, so what supermodel has been dubbed the Queen of Halloween for all of their lovely parties? I mean, those are some pretty awesome costumes just there on the screen alone. Yep. And honestly, at least from this angle, I don't know if it's because I'm getting a little blind here, but I can't tell who it is, but I can tell who the characters are, other than maybe the one on the very far right. I don't know if that's like a Borg or something.
Might be a Cenobite.
Or it could be a Cenobite.
So.
But clearly Fiona and Jessica Rabbit.
Yep. So.
All right, so what were people thinking about what supermodel has been dubbed the Queen of Halloween for her extravagant costumes and exclusive annual parties? Let's see what people were thinking.
All right, well, a lot of people feel. Yeah.
There's still, and in second place, we do have a lot for Tyra Banks, and then, poor Giselle and Christy, not really high up there on the list.
All right, so let's see how we did here. It is, in fact, Heidi Klum. So very well. Very good job.
Well, she did a very good job. I could not tell that was Heidi Klum on any of those pictures.
Yeah. All right, so we have come to the end of our first round here. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some scores, and then we'll do a couple updates from what's going on around town.
All right.
So, starting with our individual players, how do we do here after 5 questions? Well, we have Fred Skellington up in first, along with You Can't Quiz Us, You Can't Quiz With Us, and Johnny Graves. And then after that, gets downhill from there. Hocus Bogus in 15.
Pound Cake
for 16. Yeah. Chuck in 25.
I see the name sticking out here. In 23rd place, we got Dr. Mantis Toboggan. Quite a mouthful on that one. And Granite Hokey at 31st place.
Yep. Richard Ryder in 34. Always a good name. So Hocus Bogus.
Death by Stereo in 4th. Sneaking up on there, too. And hey, I see Upright Dogs. Look, they came back this week. We got in 10th place there.
Okay. Well done there. Okay.
Excellent.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at how our breweries are doing. What place are they in? So we have tonight, for everyone to know, we have 5 teams playing, and we have 38 players joining us tonight. So how did our teams do? From the Barrel has taken the first, along with Great North in second. So well done to there, folks. Daydreaming in third, Ogie in fourth, and Rock Game in fifth. So very close. Well done. So as a reminder, for all of our individual players tonight, our top 3 will be receiving prizes from our breweries who are playing here tonight. So exciting stuff there, and of course, naturally, as always, our breweries are playing for the coveted trophy that my wife used to have in cross country when she was in 6th grade. So exciting stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look then now at some updates. We're going to start here. We're going to head on over to Milford and take a look at what's going on there. Ogie has added. If you may see in this photo here, Ogie has added some bar seating to their tasting room here, as well as an arcade console, which it's pretty fantastic there. I'm pretty excited for them. It looks pretty epic from what we see. Except for those here at Great North, you can't see a damn thing. So I'll show you later. But they have also have released 2 new IPAs as well as their infamous Beet beer. As well as fresh batches of their Hefeweizen, Blueberry, and West Coast Honey Blonde. So very cool and very exciting for you guys. Let's go ahead and then we're going to go ahead and jump on over to dairy here, and we're going to talk about some From the Barrel here. So what do they got going on there, Jesse?
All right, looks like they have their yearly Creeping Death Triple IPA release on October 28th, and that's about it for now.
That's right, yeah. There wasn't much else going on there, but like, what else more do they need?
Just the name alone is already like very captivating, very exciting, especially on the Halloween weekend. That is definitely the beer you should be drinking, alongside some of ours, of course, and everyone else's that are going to be part of this. We got a lot of great beers. I really want to try that Beet beer that you just mentioned.
The Beet beer is that's pretty. You
had Dwight's fruit on the very front with the pumpkin head, so I mean, you kind of have to talk about a Beet beer.
Yeah, I mean, Bears beat Battlestar Galactica, so yeah. But yeah, Creeping Death is fantastic beer. Triple IPA is just nonstop hops. You're assaulting you, and then it's like just.
I'm guessing they might be Megadeth fans potentially, or
something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
I might have the wrong band.
I don't remember. So
okay,
I'm sure it'll be corrected by Jay here in about 3 seconds. So, all right. So with that, let's go ahead and jump back into our game here. And so we're going to go ahead and transition back here, and let's go ahead and dive into our second round. Question 6. So which kids horror series originally began as a 1990 Canadian Halloween special titled "The Tale of the Twisted Claw"? So was it? So which of these was it? And it's not giving me names here, folks. So you're going to have to hopefully get it right. So which kids horror series originally began as a 1990s Canadian Halloween special titled "The Tale of the Twisted Claw"? Looks like
this is one I do know because it definitely reeks of my childhood. I hope that doesn't give it away though, because a couple of these things kind of reek of my childhood.
Yeah. So like 3 of the 4 I can read from here. We have Erie, Indiana, Goosebumps, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? And
then the other one.
And the other one, which we can't see unfortunately. So let's see how do people feel it was. So looks like the Nightmare book. That's that one. So pretty split between Erie, Indiana, and Goosebumps, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? So very, very solid choices there, I'd say, across the board. But the answer was, in fact, Are You Afraid of the Dark? So yeah.
Great show to grow up with.
So initially it began as a Halloween special in Canada. Nickelodeon bought the rights to it and began making episodes, placing the Tale of the Twisted Claw as the 4th installment in the United States. So, its origins, as per always with the United States, never in order when it was. So yeah. So all right, so let's go ahead and moving right along. Question number 7.
Alrighty. So what? Oh, I got a fun, easy one here. What is the name of the dark chocolate candy bar seen here? So you definitely got to write in your answer as to what this bar is. You can look at it, stare at it. You can potentially scratch and sniff it. Probably won't work, but you can hopefully know the name of this lovely dark chocolate candy bar that is seen here.
All right. So go ahead and type in your answers. Spell it as close as you can. We are going to try to be as generous as possible, depending on where the letters in the keyboard are. But what is the name of this dark chocolate candy bar as depicted below? We have a number of folks who guessed it. We'll take that one, I think. Yeah, we can take Mountains.
You think we should? All right.
Well, it's too late now. So
all right.
So we have a number of people guessed Mounds. Coconut Joy, solid choice, solid guess. Unfortunately, that's not a real thing. It is, in fact, Mounds.
I think they were looking for Almond Joy, but
probably.
It was still not the correct one. It was
still not
Mounds.
right. Yeah, because if I recall, I don't remember anymore.
Because it'd be Almond Joy and not coconutty.
That's right. Almond Joy is nuts, Mounds don't. That's the way it goes. Yeah.
There you go.
So thanks 1980s commercials. So, all right. So question number 8. First published in 1982, what is the title of the first R.L. Stine's best-selling children's horror series, Goosebumps? Is it A, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb? Is it B, Monster Blood? Is it C, Welcome to Dead House? Or D, Night of the Living Dummy? So
I don't actually know what the first one was. My first one I ever read was the Mask one. I don't know if you ever remember that one, where the kid goes into the basement, he finds this creepy mask. It's kind of like the Mask, but dark, because he puts it on and it makes him do like bad kid things, in a book sense, but
like steal other people's homework,
not do his chores, and trash in the place, and he just couldn't get it off.
Eat after midnight, go out in the sun. Yeah.
So for me, that was the first one, but I guess I'm apparently wrong out of these 4 books here.
All right. So first published in 1992. What is the first title in the R.L. Stine's best-selling children's horror series, Goosebumps? Across the board, solid choices there. I mean, good guesses. If you were around when this came out, you would probably know, and you probably read it. Unless you didn't. But that's how that works. Yeah, you
looked at it and said no.
The correct answer is in fact C. Welcome to Dead House. So Welcome to Dead House was the first of 62 children's horror novellas published under the Goosebumps banner between 1992 and 1997.
I always wondered how many they had, because my book only seemed to have the same 14. And these were in there, but it wasn't. I didn't know there were 62. That's a lot.
Right, yeah, and Scholastic Book Club only brought so many with them. So, got
to get them bookmarks.
Yeah. All right, question number 8. Here we go.
Moving on. All right. We have what fictional detective solves?
Question number 9. Sorry.
Number 9. What fictional detective solves spooky murders in Agatha Christie's 1969 novel Halloween Party? I don't know if I'm supposed to emphasize the Ween Party. A. Philip Marlowe. B. Hercule Poirot. C. Sherlock Holmes. And D. Miss Maple.
That's Miss Marple, and then it's also.
I didn't even see the R there.
Hercule Poirot. So I know I said this wrong. Mary's not here, so no one has to worry about being in trouble for mispronunciation of literary classics. So
thank God for that.
Thank God for that, folks. So.
All right. So again, what fictional detective solves the spooky murders in Agatha Christie's 1969 novel Halloween Party? And what were people really thinking on this one?
All right. So a substantial number of people felt it was Poirot. And in fact, the answer is in fact that. So well done to the 58% of you who probably have a better idea as to how to pronounce this than I do. So
they're probably just like going,
come on. Yeah, we're going to turn the volume off. Turn the microphone off again. Yeah. All right. So moving along, the last question of our first half of the game. Question number 10. Which of these Major League Baseball teams does not feature the color orange in their uniforms? Is that A, the San Francisco Giants, B, the Baltimore Orioles, C, the Arizona Diamondbacks, or D, the Detroit Tigers? So we said it was a Halloween-themed game, and orange is is close enough to Halloween as it gets, I guess.
Yeah, just that one sports question for all the sport people out there.
Yeah. So, which of these Major League Baseball teams does not feature the color orange in the uniforms? We have a solid guessing going on here right now. And if we take a look here, it pretty much feels that a lot of people felt it was the Diamondbacks. Really? No question about it, I guess.
I thought diamonds were orange this whole time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because clearly shapes have colors. So, yeah. So, all right. But in fact, So is it our friends at the Diamondbacks? It is in fact the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, congrats to our 30 of you who got that correct. Let's take a look at scores.
All right.
Let's take a look and see how our individuals have done. And so now Fred Skellington's still in first. Dr. Finkelstein has moved up to second.
Bobby in third. I really love that one.
You can't quiz with us in fourth. Big Fish Dave in 14. Good old Corbett's Cooch in 15. Beery Fine and somewhere else. Day Scream. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Andy Knight and the Day Screams.
Oh, I see Boo Seal in 28th there.
Yeah.
You got some spooky names in here.
Yeah, so Boo Seal, they probably not, was it Heidi Klum he was married to? No, it was, not a fan of her anymore. Helmut Cole there. Upright Dog is in the game. It's placed in 7th, so that's good.
Yeah, they moved up a couple spots there.
All right, so let's go ahead, so well done there. And let's go ahead and take a look at how our breweries are doing. Let's see, I think we left off with From the Barrel in first and Great North in second.
You did.
From the Barrel's in first, Great North's in second, but Rockingham is climbing the chart up to third. So well done there.
It's still kind of close though.
It's fairly close. Yeah, I mean,
game.
From the Barrel might need to go outside for a smoke or something like that, just to kind of let it down.
We missed the trophy here.
Yeah, but it's still fairly close across the board, all things considered. So, all right. So let us go ahead and move along here. We have and do some announcements. Why are you not clicking? There we go. And so. Jesse, you want to talk about what's going on here?
Sure. I definitely want to talk about this one instead of participating, and that's because we're doing a run club, and I'm not a runner. But we have someone here that is going to be running it for us, Elizabeth, who you might have seen here in the tasting room as well. She's going to be leading the pack here on either 1 or 3 mile routes, and then participants will receive 50% off their first beverage, and it's going to start this Sunday. It's going to start as in every other Sunday, schedule permitting, and it'll be right here, right at 1 o'clock, right as we open, all the way up until 3 o'clock, or however long it takes you to make that first mile or 3.
Yep. And so, as a reminder for everyone out there who's like thinking, you know what, Run Club, that's kind of scary. Yeah, it is, because it's running. But remember, here at Great North, there's an ambulance down the street just past all the people who need it. So you're in good hands here at Great North because there's ambulances within eyesight.
Perfect location. Get your ambulance, get your beer, get your run on.
That's right.
Excellent.
You really can't do anything differently.
We do have one other thing that's going to be going on. In place of game night, we're going to have something even more exciting and spectacular and spooky, Halloween Drag Bingo, featuring Glam Chowda and Onyx Reigns. And that's going to be happening after hours. So its doors will open at 7 p.m. It's going to start at 7:30 and go until 9:30. It is important to note that the ticket to see these lovely queens in action is going to be at $10, but don't worry, bingo's free. So you just come, play, $10 to get in, see these lovely two dance around, prance around, and do some really fun, spooky songs. I don't know what songs, but they should be spooky, and they should be Halloweeny.
Yep. So, and just a reminder, this is at Great North, not the bingo hall, because we don't want you to get confused.
Actually, that's a very good point. Yeah. Come here.
But I mean, but if you do go there, just like start screaming out, "Where are the drag queens at?" So it'll be great. So, so then also I think, you have a couple beers there new here.
Yes. I should probably mention the beer part of the brewery.
Yeah,
so we had a couple new releases that dropped earlier last week that are officially out. We have Seaworthy, which is a wet hopped pale ale, and then we have a Nitro Porter on tap, which is kind of what I've been drinking here. It's actually a black and tan with our Marzen, which is something that we can do here with our favorite turtle, Gordy. It's not an actual turtle, don't worry, but we have some great beers that have just released, so please come on down, have it, and it should hopefully still be here for Drag Bingo.
I'm glad you clarified that it's not a real turtle that you're using for.
There's going to be one person out there who's like, what are they doing a turtle for a black and tan? That just sounds abusive.
All right. So now back on over to dairy here. So we have our friends. It's updating on one side but not the other. So we have our friends at Rockingham. Tomorrow they're going to be releasing their beer Carved. It's a barrel aged pumpkin ale. And they will also have Wicked Tasty food truck there. Wicked Tasty is a fantastic food truck if you've never been. They do all sorts of things, and Jacob and crew does just an amazing job there. So, and then also they are on Saturday. Then they're going to have the Eurospot food truck along with a special guest beer tender. Don't know who that is. It's probably not the one on the right though. I'm sure. Totally can't be her. But like they'll be there for sure. And then on Sunday, Cloven Hoof, their Belgian double, returns after 4 years, and will be tapped along with some other fun Belgians, as well as having Belly's Backyard Barbecue there. So it's a good time to be had in dairy in general, especially if you like beer and guest beer tenders. So
I like all of that, and as well as that food truck. It sounds wicked tasty.
Oh man, I see.
Oh god, a lot of size.
Hit you with a hammer. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with our game here. So we are back into it in our second half here with our question number 11. Do you want to take this one, or shall I?
Who closed it up? You had the sports question, right?
I did, yeah.
I won't make you do all the heavy lifting.
All right, here we go.
All right, so question 11, we have who played Alex DeLarge in A Clockwork Orange? An inspiration for Bart Simpson's Halloween costume in Treehouse of Horror 3. Was it A, Gary Oldman, B, Malcolm McDowell, C, Terrence Stamp, and D, Michael Caine? It's a great question, and also Simpsons is just always relevant in any time and any holiday.
I'm kind of disappointed though they have to reference Simpsons in this for Clockwork Orange, because I just feel like this is well, I mean, it's probably for the best that people haven't seen this, I guess, in some capacities, but like it's just always surprising when they do that. So
right.
So yeah.
All right. So again, who played Alex DeLarge in A Clockwork Orange? Inspiration for Bart Simpson's Halloween costume in The Treehouse of Horror number 3. What were people feeling, Mike?
Well, it looks like a lot of folks felt it was Malcolm McDowell, which very good guess, very very solid choice. I can also see Gary Oldman being an excellent job in this role. However, it was in fact Malcolm McDowell. So,
all right.
So well done to our 72% of you who knew knew about this, and
sorry to the other 28% who thought everyone else.
well, it's
It's how it rolls.
All right, so here we go. Question number 12. In which of these animated films does Friends actor David Schwimmer voice a talking animal? Because that's not spooky at all. Was it A, The Secret Life of Pets, B, Madagascar, C, Zootopia, or D, The Lion King? So which of these animated films does Friends actor David Schwimmer voice a talking animal?
I actually don't know the answer to this question. I've seen 3 out of 4 of these movies. Zootopia being the only one I actually haven't seen. I've seen the other ones, though, and they were all quite... Lion King, of course, grew up with that.
Yeah.
All cute and fun.
Yeah, well, it seems that our players here seem to have a pretty solid guess on which one Ross played in. A substantial amount of you felt it was, in fact, Madagascar, which in fact is true. So
right.
Ross played that. He voices the hypochondriac giraffe named Melman Melman in the Madagascar. And
He plays a giraffe.
He plays a giraffe. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. So, all right. So we're going to move along here to question number 13. So, in which James Bond film does former wrestler Dave Bautista play an assassin named Mr. Hinks? Is it A, Skyfall, B, Spectre, C, No Time to Die, or D, Quantum of Solace? So, Dave Bautista has definitely come out of nowhere and has just kind of killed it with every role he's played, it seems.
I'm kind of secretly rooting. Granted, I don't really like a lot of video game adaptation films, other than a few, but I would love to see him play that Gears of War role that he even did. He even went out. He did the Nathan Fillion thing, where he went out dressed up as a character and says, "Please cast me." Unfortunately for Nathan Fillion, he got overshadowed by Tom Holland for some insane reason.
Well,
but
sure.
I
mean,
think Bautista could do it.
You see it right there. It just makes perfect sense. I'm sure.
It looks exactly nothing like him. It's great.
Exactly nothing like him. So so which James Bond film does former wrestler Dave Bautista play an assassin named Mr. Hinks? Well, looking at our audience here, we have a substantial number feeling it was Spectre. Otherwise, it's pretty even across the board here. I'll be honest here. I haven't seen. I think I've seen one of these.
Was it
the last one? It might have been Skyfall. Yeah,
I think that's the only one.
But in fact, the answer was Spectre. So congrats. So, all right. Question number 14. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right.
So for question number 14, we have what is David S. Pumpkins? Excuse me. Interrogative? Am I saying this right? What is David S. Pumpkins' integrative catchphrase in the beloved Saturday Night Live Halloween sketch? Is it scared yet? How's the ride? Any questions? And going down. This is actually a sketch I have not seen, so I'm probably not saying it. I'm sorry.
What? How have you not seen it?
I'm not really an SNL guy.
Man.
I've seen some classic ones. I've seen the Jim Carrey as Vanilla Ice. I've seen the Will Ferrell, the Bell. I've seen a few of them.
But this one kind of transcended, though. All of a sudden, it became pop culture for a hot minute there with his skeleton b-boys and everything.
Remember, I haven't even seen John Cryer in that Pink movie. See, I need to get more culture. So again, what is David S. Pumpkins' interrogative catchphrase in the beloved Saturday Night Live's Halloween sketch? Let's see what people were thinking there.
All right. Overwhelmingly, people felt it was any questions? I did it wrong there, but that's okay.
I'm guessing that's hinting that was probably it.
That was probably correct.
All right.
Yeah. So
any
questions?
those,
yeah. So, which of course is why have you not seen this yet? So we'll put this on.
I can make up for it because you took 2 questions since I was taking too long to read. So I'll finish this up.
Okay.
What type of treats can be found in the homes displaying teal-colored pumpkins on Halloween? Is it A, pet treats, B, dentist approved, C, gluten-free, and D, non-food? That last one really concerning me there for what kind of treats you find.
Well, I mean, I think it's more like toys or something like that, right?
That would be fair.
Yeah, this is something that I didn't know until more recently, and if anything, it's pretty cool that they actually have this defined as such, and in turn, hopefully enough people know that this is the case, so that way people can participate in it if they need to.
It definitely looks like something I will learn a little bit soon.
Yep.
So yeah, because I don't know the answer to this one either. So again, depending on what people were thinking on the types of treats that can be found in homes displaying teal-colored pumpkins on Halloween, what were they thinking?
All right. Well, a substantial number of you felt it was gluten-free, which is certainly an answer. but in fact, it is non-food.
Non-food?
So,
Really?
So yeah. So if you put a teal pumpkin on your driveway or on your front steps, it suggests that it represents that you will have non-food options for folks to be able to get from Halloween trick or treating. So,
Do you happen? Did they give you any examples as to what that might actually be?
yeah, let's take a look here. What did we say here? So, just it doesn't say that. Just basically, it's more of just meant to raise awareness of food allergies by providing non-food treats for trick or treaters, so everyone can feel included for Halloween.
So go to your neighbors and ask for that Hot Wheels your kid always wanted.
That's right. Here's $20, kid. Get out. So. Okay, so that is the final question in our third half of the game.
All right.
And so let's go ahead and take a look at how our scores have done, and how our players have done, rather. So starting things off, Fred Skellington is still in the lead, so well done there. Dr. Finkelstein in 2, and You Can't Quiz With Us has jumped to the 3rd.
I saw Johnny Graves there in the 4th place there. Boo Seals in 16th now. Hocus Bogus in 13th. Followed by Barry Fine in 14th, and Dr. Mantis Toboggan, which was a name that stuck out to me all night, in 23rd there. Any names there sticking out to you?
It did, but then it just went past. So, but Pound Cake in 35, so, sorry there. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at how our teams are doing. Let's see, we're From the Barrel, followed by Great North, followed by Rockingham. Let's see how we've done. From the Barrel, Great North, and Daydreaming. So Daydreaming and Rockingham are fighting neck and neck for 3rd. So it's good stuff there overall. And it's getting a little bit closer between Great North and From the Barrel. So that's exciting. So we'll see how this pans out. So, all right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do another round here of updates. Who we got here? Daydreaming. Let's see here. So they have a shit ton of stuff here. All right. So. All right, so our friends at Daydreaming have a lot going on this week. First off, they're releasing a new New England IPA as part of their Living the Dream program next Friday. A handful of people who got to come in and design the beer, and then get to brew the beer. The beer is called But Mostly I'm All Labrador, and it is a 6% Juicy Boy made with Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops. So very exciting for those guys there. That's very exciting.
I have to note, I really like how he spelled Juicy Boy. If you are wondering, it is BOI, so that should make a lot of people happy.
Unfortunately, I don't have a slide for you, so you have to listen in closely here because we have some Dairy After Dark announcements here. For those of you who are wondering, Dairy After Dark tickets will be put on sale on Sunday, October 29th at 10 a.m. There will be approximately 300 VIP tickets for $60, 1,550 for general admission for $45, and $15 designated driver tickets. The Happy Clam will be there serving breakfast for those of you who want to come out and have some breakfast with some beers. Pretty exciting stuff there. Something also is that you should make sure to bring. They're being asked to bring some canned food, which will be donated to the Soup Kitchen or the Salvation Army Pantry. Please note that this is an in-person only sale. You have to be at the brewery, cash only. So make sure you hit an ATM or a bank. Make sure you bring your pens from TD Bank with you. And this is that's pretty much what you need to know. Again, just Dairy After Dark tickets going on sale on October 29th, cash only at Daydreaming. That's what we got there. So yeah, good luck.
A lot going on there.
Good luck. Last year they sold out in 90 minutes.
That's awesome.
So it's that's an insane amount of time. So get there. And then we also have exciting things going on here in the world of Dolph Hoyt Presents. Woo. Oh man, look at this graphic. It's like we spent some time here. And so we have a lot of things coming up here. But in the month of October, we also are going to be at Common Man Roadside in the Mill Yard of Manchester on October 17th. And then here at Great North Ale Works next Thursday on October 19th. These are all for in-person team trivias, as well as then down in Derry for the EXP Realty is hosting at Rockingham. That's open to everyone on October 24th. So all of these are great games. Rally a team, come on out, have some fun, drink some beers, and have it be a little bit more coherent than tonight has been apparently. but yeah, so with a lot going on here in Dolph Hoyt Presents world, and this sweet ass graphic is gonna take you through the next level. So with that. let's go ahead and round out our game.
You ready for the last final five?
I think I am. So let's
All
go
right.
ahead. Got our transition over here, and we're going to go ahead and go to question number 16. So here we go. Question 16. In which Shakespeare play did actor Sir Michael Gambon, who died on September 28, 2023, make both his stage and screen debuts? Was it A, Othello, B, Romeo and Juliet, C, Macbeth, or D, Hamlet? So hopefully that's actually starting, because on one screen it's not, and the other it is. So
we'll watch the other screen because it seems to have a positive bar going there.
All right, so we have it there.
It's
so
up
that's
there.
good. So,
Hey, there you go. It caught itself.
So apologies there. This is some of the limitations we're facing here tonight.
Again, very spooky, very ghost infused here.
Yeah. So in which Shakespeare play did actor Sir Michael Gambon, who died on September 28th, 2023, make both his stage and screen debuts? Again, a number of folks felt it was Macbeth. It was pretty even across the board, I feel, for what folks thought it was. The answer was, in fact, though, Othello. So I know, but it's Othello. So it's all based on the board game. So all right. So let's go ahead and move right along. Question number 17. Let's see if this keeps up a little bit quicker there.
All right. So, question 17. Who penned the 2002 children's horror novel Coraline, later adapted into a 2009 animated film featuring Dakota Fanning? Was it A, Terry Pratchett, B, Ransom Riggs, C, Neil Gaiman, and D, Madeline Rooks?
Madeline Rowe.
Madeline Rowe. All right, we're going with that one. So I actually
have you ever read this one or no?
I've never read it. I have seen the film though.
Okay.
So I'm familiar. I am at least familiar with it.
Yep. So
kind of it though.
Great fun story. We're down to 10 seconds here. So who penned the 2002 children's horror novel Coraline, later adapted the 2009 animated film featuring Dakota Fanning? Good stuff. Creepy movie.
It was an interesting movie.
This is great choice for kids. So
yeah.
So how do we do? How do we think it was? Number of folks felt it was Neil Gaiman. Great
And
stuff.
A little bit on second there. We had Madeline Rowe. How I horribly mispronounced her name.
All good. She's not here. She won't tell us. So
you never know.
so sure we don't know. So who was it? It was in fact Neil Gaiman. So well done.
There you go.
All right. So, moving right along here. Question number 18. So from which present-day European country does the legend of Krampus originate? Apologies, the question's right, the photo's not. Is it A, Germany, B, Belgium, C, Hungary, or D, Switzerland?
I will say, at least on our screen, it's still showing Coraline, which of course is everything like Krampus. Oh, there it is. Now we can see the nice creepy Krampus.
So from which present-day European country does the legend of Krampus originate? Apologies, everyone, if your screen's freezing on you. Is it A, Germany, B, Belgium, C, Hungary, or D, Switzerland? I'm going to go ahead and see if this helps us at all here. I'm going to close this out because we're done with that. So let's say our audience, felt it was overwhelmingly Germany here. So
there's that one group out there for Hungary.
Yeah, holding out hope. Holding out hope for Hungary. The answer was in fact Germany. So congrats to pretty much all of you there. So well done. All right, question number 19.
All right. So what band hits the high note? If you can rock out with us. All right, so what band hits the high notes on California theme song for primetime teen melodrama The OC? Was it A, OK Go, B, Rooney, C, Hawthorne Heights, and D, Phantom Planet?
All right.
I don't know, maybe we should have let it play. It has
maybe, I think we just messed up everything benefits we had here. So folks, apologies for our technical issues here tonight, but what band hits the high notes on California theme song for California, the theme song for primetime teen melodrama The OC?
What year did The OC come out?
That's a great question. It looks like it aired from 2003 to 2007.
All right.
The song itself debuted in 2002. So, a lot of fun facts there for everyone.
All right, so let's see what people were thinking on the band that hits the high notes here in this song of California. quite a number of you thought it was Phantom Planet. There's a little bit of a split between Rooney and Hawthorne Heights, but I think we know what our answer is going to be here, and I think everyone else did too. It was definitely Phantom Planet.
Yeah, that's right. So well done to everyone who watched the WB back in the early 2000s. So
I was still a little too young to care about Team
Was the CW by that point? I'm not even sure.
It's hard to keep track because it all turns into one big company at some point.
Yeah. So apparently there was also a Fast and the Furious wannabe action series called Fastline that this song was also used in as well. So who knew? All right, our last question for the night, folks. Question number 20. Here we go. What film director composed the now iconic theme music for Halloween series? Was it A. Wes Craven, B. Sam Raimi, C. John Carpenter, or D. Clive Barker? Hopefully that didn't mess up everyone's stream, but
I will say if they're playing some music in the background, you just start to hear that, they might get a little creeped out though. So I mean, there's always that.
It's gonna be good. So what film director composed the now iconic theme music for the Halloween series? This is pretty iconic as it says. You heard a bit of it there. Our players, how do you do there? Would you guess? Looks like overwhelmingly John Carpenter was felt that it was the answer. It was in fact John Carpenter.
Absolutely.
So well done there. So all right. Well, this has been a very technical night here of just lots of fun for everyone, including us. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. I guess I apologize to all of you, but thank you for playing. So again, our players tonight will be receiving our top 3 players will be winning gift cards to our breweries who are participating tonight. And who will be winning? No, that's right. We got to do this. So we're going to go ahead and finish the trivia game here. And third place is Jake. Well done to Jake,
right.
Whoever you are.
Good job, Jake.
Second place goes to Johnny Graves, out of the pack. And then finally, Fred Skellington. You may know my brother Jack. Congrats to you for taking first. We'll be following up to you shortly here and getting you those prizes. So very cool, exciting stuff for you. And then now let's go ahead and take a look at how our breweries have done. Where do they place?
All right, a lot of neck and neck battles.
Here we go. Let's check it out. Oh, Great North down to third. That's okay. Daydreaming
sneaking up into
second. Okay, but who took first? Who's in first?
From the barrel.
All right, congrats.
A little over 2,100 points.
Very nice. So very nice there. And so, okay.
We apologize if we
all right.
Here, you guys will have won.
So folks, thank you so much for playing. Again, I apologize for all of the fun that you got to watch. You got to watch and experience.
I'm still blaming it on all the ghosts.
Jesse's here watching me just kind of just quietly like dying inside as all of this happens. So enjoy your night, folks. Hope you had fun. We'll be back. We'll be back here next month. And again, Dolph Hoyt will be here in Manchester on Tuesday and Thursday next week, and then back in Derry in 2 weeks.
Instead of cursing Mike and jinxing all of his setup, you can see me behind the bar instead pouring beers, doing what I'm a little better at.
So it'll be a good time. Thank you all, and have a great night.
Have a great night.
Thirsty Thursday.